Hello, Scorpio. I go by the name of MikaelaAndromeda. I'm an interpreter of energies, and if these messages resonate with you, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe to this channel. If you need to book a personal reading, you can go to unicornfunland.com. Book down at the bottom. Follow me on Instagram. Pinkie Pie Sugar Pop is my handle. Come join the Totally Humble Initiate Saints. Also, if you need a prayer request, highpriestessmikaela@gmail.com. I'm here, I'm listening, and I do pray for you. But I think we should just go ahead and get into your monthly energies. I'm going to pull cards for every week. So it's coming out to about 4 cards for every week. So let's see what's going on. Scorpio energy spirit. So there's a need for discernment, Spirit is saying. There's like almost a desperate need for discernment. Discernment on your path. So knowing where you're going and recognizing where you're going, recognizing the truth around you, recognizing the truth in what people say and the lies in what people say. Okay. Spirit keeps saying there's fallback energy and pushback energy that's been going on with you, Scorpio. Okay. I've already got quite a few cards here. They're really coming out for you. I feel like this is going to be a really energetic, like high energy reading, because there's so many of you that need so much information and assistance. This one on top. Okay. And I already got 12 out. I was expecting to be shuffling a little longer, but can't complain there. Okay. So compromise. This is how you're starting off your month. This did come in upside down. So there's a lot of you who are not sticking to the promises that you've made. There are some of you who are going to need to make a promise and stick to it. And some of you who are also having trouble making promises to yourself and sticking to one thing, like sticking to your guns. Like, this is the plan, this is what I'm doing. Some of you are having trouble with that. And for those of you who aren't having trouble with that, just remember that keeping this compromise with yourself is what's bringing in your achievement. That's what's bringing in your new cycle, Spirit says. Interesting. Okay. So if you are having trouble keeping a promise to yourself, that's something you can remember as well. Whatever promise I'm making to myself, get your priorities straight first and foremost. Get your priorities straight. You need to be making a list of everything that you love and everything that you want to do and doing the top 5 things on that list. That will help you. That will help you for the rest of your life, but especially this month. Okay? So reach your achievement. Reach your achievement by setting your priorities and sticking to your guns and sticking to the promises that you made for yourself, because you've seen a lot of things. You've seen a lot of different opportunities, and you are wanting to walk in a bunch of different paths, but there's really only one for you. For the majority of you, there's one. For some of you, those other side paths, those are just to help you learn and grow. But there's one path for you. Spirit keeps telling me to just say yoga. If you need to be doing some yoga, do it. If you want to learn more about it, absolutely do it. Okay? Don't be scared to take a risk. Don't be scared to take a risk. And for some of you, take the risk. Just move forward and do it. Move forward and take that leap of faith. You've been waiting for a message. You're waiting around for God to drop out of the sky and say, this is what you're supposed to do. It's unfortunately, it's not working like that anymore. We are creating our lives, and this is one of those years where we're starting to realize that. Not that nobody's ever realized it before this year, but a lot of people are starting to wake up to this. Like, okay, sure, there is an energy out there that's bigger than me, an energy out there that created all of the particles within me, but that energy doesn't control everything. On this planet, we have free will. And so it's necessary to use our free will in order to manifest our lives, in order to create our lives. So whatever leap you need to take, go ahead and take that leap. Don't be scared to, and don't hold yourself back because you feel like you can't make a decision. Take the leap and go on a new journey. Create your life, create what you want. It's not just going to fall out of the sky. For you in particular, Scorpio, all of you, all Scorpio viewers, it's not going to fall out of the sky. You have to be actively creating it. And no more crying, no more shedding any tears, no more why me, no more woe is me. Get off your ass and take your leap, okay? No fluffy bunnies. I love you to death, but no fluffy bunnies, okay? Become one with your experience. Whatever leap you need to take, or whatever leap you do take, become one with that, okay? There's something coming towards you. There is some kind of ship that is coming in, and you're going to need to be in the present moment in order to receive it. Some of you are hindering yourselves by staying out of touch with yourself, staying out of touch with your spirit, staying out of touch with this moment, with this now moment, and staying out of touch with your manifestations. Whatever you have asked for, it's coming in. So we're going to reverse this right now. We're going to create our lives, because this is not set in stone. The tarot is in flux. It's fluid. It can always change, as the timeline can always change. Okay? We're going to flip this around right now. And we are going to affirm, I am one with this moment. And do you know when this moment is? This moment is right now. Do you know when else this now moment is? This now moment is in 2 hours, 10 years, 15 weeks, 7 days. That's when the now moment is, right now. Accept this. Be one with it right now. This is very important to your manifestations. If you're asking, why hasn't it come? I did all the secret stuff. You have to be in the moment, and there's more to it. There's more to it. So once this, whatever this is, once this comes in and comes towards you, especially when you're being one with the moment, there's going to be a big transformation that happens, an upheaval of physical resources, an upheaval of housing situations. And so if you want to jumpstart this right now, just get all your ducks in a row. If you feel like there is something that is trying to get your attention to change, jump on it right now and start. Just start this transformation. Remember, I'm going to keep saying it because this is a theme for you. We are creating our lives now. You're seeing a possible future. I'm showing you a possible future right now, but you can always change it. You can jumpstart these transformations. If you keep getting 11, 11, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 7, 7, 7, I'm seeing some people are seeing 6, 6, 6, and 3, 3, 3. If you're seeing these particular synchronicities, also 9, 9, 9 for some people. I know I said pretty much all of the numbers, but I didn't hit them all. But those in particular for you. If you're seeing those synchronicities and you're observing how you're feeling while you see those synchronicities, that is trying to tell you something. That is trying to get you to pay attention so you can jumpstart your own transformation. Okay? Decide that this transformation is doing you good. And don't just get stuck. Don't just get stuck at the shore, hoping and wondering what will happen. Decide what will happen. Scorpio, just do it. Make your life happen. That's it. And Spirit is saying, for some of you, not all of you, but for some of you, stop crying like a baby. You're not a baby anymore. Yeah, and yeah, I know you have a job and you got a car, you got a handful of kids. But that doesn't make you perfect, and that doesn't make you an adult. You know what makes you an adult? Being intentional about your life. So stop crying. You can have all of the riches in the world and still be emotionally unsatisfied. For some of you, that's emotionally unsatisfied. Okay? But now stop crying like a baby. Now choose to grow up. Now choose to fly higher. Choose to rise higher. Choose to gain emotional satisfaction in your work, in your career, in your love situations. Be intentional about this. There's a lot of work that's going to need to be done during the second week, a lot of emotional work. So if you find yourself in some kind of emotional upheaval, please just learn from it. That's it. Just please learn from it. And receive these blessings. Receive these emotional blessings. I'm seeing paradigm shifting, and I'm seeing your expectations changing during the second week of March. Changing because of this. And some of you, this came in upside down. So there's a lot of you who are going to try to block this change, who are going to try to block these emotions because you don't understand them. Or, oh, I heard about somebody who went on an emotional journey and they went crazy. I heard about somebody who did blank and that didn't turn out well for them. This is you now. This is you now, receiving the blessings that are shining down upon you. Somebody keeps asking about like concrete stuff, asking about your job, asking about love, asking about social situations and stuff like that. For the viewers, for those who are viewing this video, that's not what's important for you. What's important for you is sticking to what you care about and bringing some emotion into it, making a big change and being intentional in your life and allowing new kinds of emotions to reveal themselves to you. Bring it in, bring it all in, Scorpio. Fly like the eagle. That's a part of your duality in particular. Fly like an eagle with your emotions. I'm seeing you flying like an eagle and raining your emotions down on an empty field and making it fertile. That's the law of attraction. There's so many ways to do it. But you as this eagle just dropping droppings, pooping everywhere. Kidding. But you as this eagle dropping all of this love and all of this emotion on this empty field, it's eventually going to grow. But you have to plant the seeds. No more woe is me. No more God will make it okay. You are God. You're literally made out of the same thing that God is made out of. So what he or she can create, you can create. And that's not discounting your God or your Messiah. That's just saying you can work with this energy and make something happen. You have to play. This came in upside down. You're being far too serious. And some of you in this second week, you're gonna find yourself being far too serious. You're gonna find yourself in a situation where you're getting some kind of offer, where you're getting some kind of wish fulfilled after you've made a decision about something, and you're getting some kind of wish fulfilled, and then and then once it comes to you, you're like, oh no, that's not the package that I asked for it. That's not the specifics that I asked. Those aren't the parameters that I asked for. And it's going to be something emotional that's trying to get your attention, that's trying to come into you. And you're going to be like, wait, no, I'm not going to play. I said that universe, you're supposed to make it 5 by 4 by 10. And like, what? It's a blessing, and you see that it's a blessing, but you're being a little too picky about it. Don't. Play with it. And you never know, if you play with this thing that comes in, whatever, this emotional thing that comes in, if you play with it, then the exact parameters might show up at another time. Okay? There are lots of tests that are happening for you because you are on the way to growth. You are on the way to growth. And on the way to growth is growth. You are on the path to grow even more. You don't get any shortcuts. You don't get any shortcuts anymore, Scorpio. You don't get to complain anymore. And that's a good thing. And if I've lost you, if you're like, man, no fluffy bunnies. I'm not, it's not about making you feel better. It's about helping you to go to the next step, making your life intentional, creating that dream that you've been having your whole life, creating it intentionally. So, third week, you might want to try something new. Once you find a way to clown around and to have a little fun with your manifestations, with whatever emotions are coming in, emotions that need to be nurtured. That's the queen. She's all about nurture. Okay? After you find a way to play, then let's get back to the hard work. Let's try something new. Let's try it again. Do it again, Spirit is saying in particular. And I really don't want to sing the whole song, but there's this song that is on one of my son's shows, and it counts 1 to 20, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then at the end they say, "Do it again," and then you go through the cycle again. Do it again, but try something new this time. Try something new. Yeah, you can still work in your field. You can still work in what you like to do. Try something new. Or if you're feeling really ambitious, try another field. Some of you are done with this field. You've picked all the flowers, you've brought in the harvest, and now you can try another field. Now you can go a mile down the road and try another field. It could be something close to your field. This is a big metaphor that's coming in for you. It could be something close to your field, but try something new. Try a different approach. Look, oh, this was flipped over. I did not see this. Remember me talking about you flying like an eagle and you planting seeds or planting new emotions on a fertile ground? Look at all of these possibilities, Scorpio. Quit it. Quit complaining. Quit blaming. There's nobody else to blame. You don't even need to blame yourself because you had an experience. Great. You had an experience. You had a rough experience. A lot of us do. And now you can move forward. Now that you've cried about it, you've whined about it. And I'm not just saying this about you. All humans do it. But it's feeling like you've been stuck. Like you've been stuck in this one place because things aren't working out exactly the way you want them to. There are quite a few possibilities for you to set down new roots, new fields to go to in order for you to set down new roots. Don't cage yourself. Don't put yourself in a box. Are you kidding me? As creative as you are, as innovative as you are, and you guys are spiritually and emotionally innovative. This is what I've found about a lot of Scorpios, like perfectly spiritually and emotionally innovative. And sometimes you go so high and you shoot for the stars, which is great. But there's another side of you that when you miss that one particular star, when the star doesn't look like the star that you wanted to go on, then you get all sad and you turn into a scorpion. And then you're low and you're crude and you're angry and then you hold grudges. You can balance those out. because there are high vibrational aspects of a scorpion. I don't know all of the symbolism. Look that up on your own time. But that is your duality, the eagle and the scorpion. Find a way to meet in the middle. And there's so many ways that your dreams can manifest, especially if you balance, especially if you bring that scorpion and that eagle together. Here's the card of the year, creativity. You're creating your life once again. I mean, these messages, they're repeating. And this isn't just me. Like, Spirit keeps saying the same things, and I keep seeing these similar cards. And look, here's a synchronicity. 3, be one with your experience. 3, create your experience. Be one with creating your experience. Are you kidding me? Law of attraction. Elevate the fuck out of your life. Just do it. And if you need to spend a whole week in a dark room reading The Secret and the power and the magic and looking at the millions of manifestation and law of attraction videos on YouTube, do it. Do it so that you can get it into your psyche, beat it into yourself so you know how to do it, so that when you walk out the door, it won't even be like, well, let me find a way to get into a high vibration. No, you'll walk out the door and be like, thank you for the steps that I'm taking. Thank you for the sun shining. Thank you for the snow. Thank you for the light in my world. Thank you for the love in my heart. Thank you for the hair on my head. Thank you for my children. Thank you for all of this beauty around me. And it'll just be automatic. Y'all are giving me chills because it is time, Scorpio. There is no time to be sitting around doing nothing. It's time. And for those of you who are like already past this, it's time to take another step. It's time to try a new direction. Y'all are getting me fired up. Like, and not in a bad way, but fired up because I think that you need it. I think that some of you need this pep talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing you, Scorpio. I'm seeing a silhouette of you in a locker room. And you're down on yourself because it's last quarter of the basketball game or whatever the fuck. I'm not into sports. It's the last quarter, and you're sitting there like, man, I done fucked up the first 3 quarters. Now what the fuck am I supposed to do? Now what am I supposed to do? I already messed up the game. We're already 100 points down. We're already blah, 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 beating yourself up for no fucking reason. Even if you don't go out and win the game, go out and play. Go out and play. It's not about winning anything. It's about living your life and being intentional about living your life and having the experiences, and all of that sadness that comes through, all that sadness that happens. Use it. Use it. Use it to create something. Use all of your darkness and sadness, because that's energy. Everything is energy, especially your emotions. Your emotions are energy. So use all of that energy to create something. Use that energy to transmute it into something else. Transform. And I already told you guys, you can get a jump start on this right now. This shit is not set in stone. This is not just, this is exactly what's going to happen in my life. No, you change it. I'm just giving you a guide. I'm just giving you guidance. That's it. You create. What else, Spirit? No. You're going to ask for help. During the 3rd week, you will ask for help because you're going to need it. And if you decide that you're too proud to ask for help, that's not going to turn out well for you. You will ask for help. This came in upside down. This is, you might need to ask for help. How about you will, in order to free yourself? You are not an island. You cannot do this all alone. There are people out there who vibrate like you. There's 8 billion people plus in the world. There's at least one who vibrates like you and who will help you and who will understand your vision and your creativity and your creations and the things that you are trying to bring to fruition. There's somebody out there for you. You will get help. And for some of you, that help might just come in and it might show up. So don't take that for granted if it does like that. Y'all are ready. Scorpio, you're ready. You're ready to do this. You're ready to change your life. Please. I'm giving y'all this pep talk because like that's just what the energy is saying. Like you need it. You need to get your ass back out on the court, back out on the field, back out in the ring and kick some ass. It's not about winning. Even if you do get your ass beat, if you get your teeth knocked out, it's just about the fact that you went out there and tried. Okay? Success will come at some point. It will. But you have to fight for success. You have to. That's a part of living on this planet in this paradigm. There are some things that we have to fight for. For you, you might have to fight for success. Okay? You don't have to do it alone. You've spent a lot of time alone. You spent a lot of time doing your hermit thing, looking for your light within. But now it's time to come out, especially with this person or situation or group of people that's about to help you. Okay? Now it's time to come out of the shadows. Now it's time to come out of the cave. Shave your beard. Trim your fingernails. Brush your teeth. And get ready to talk to some people. Get ready to interact with some people. Get ready to grow. Because this is the last week of the month. You know what I'm saying? And this is spring. This is spring coming. So come out of your cave and get with the program. You can't hide from this growth. In fact, we're just going to turn this right around. This is what we want. We want to grow and flower. And for some reason, I always associate this card with you guys. I don't think it's associated in traditional, the way tarot, other people do it. But like, I always see this as you. You're blossoming, you're flowering, you're planting seeds, and seeds are being planted within you. You're nurturing your environment. And there's going to be a need for you to nurture your environment. That's why it came in upside down, because the need is there. For some of you, you're going to find yourself just automatically doing it. Okay? Rise higher. There's no reason for you to stay in the same place, Scorpio. Even if you have the money and the riches and whatever, rise higher. Challenge yourself. Challenge accepted. If you're unable to nurture your own environment, then the momentum won't gain and you won't go anywhere. You won't travel. So what are we going to do? We're going to flip it around. We're going to change the future. We're going to change our own lives. We're going to be intentional. We're going to love where we've been. We're going to love where we are. We're going to love where we're going. We're going to be one with it, as we learned how to be earlier in the month. Be one with all of this growth, even if it seems negative. Be one with it and continue to grow so that the momentum can gain, so that you can go somewhere. You're already going somewhere. You're already able to go. Don't hinder yourself. Don't stand still just because you don't know which way, just because you don't have some specific written out plan of exactly where to go. That is not what is happening. If you want a specific plan, write it. Write it. Plan your life by the 15-minute mark. Plan your life by the hour. And create it that way. If you need a plan, write the plan. But let your momentum gain, please. Empower yourself by traveling within and traveling without. Go to the grocery store. Somebody just simply go to the grocery store. And some of you guys are going to be invited places and you need to be going. so that the momentum can continue to gain, even if it's just, come on, just come dancing with us. Like, you want to just go dancing? Go dancing. And it's not like, well, I'm going to go dancing and then this big special synchronicity is going to happen. It's not always like that. Not always. Sometimes. But not always. Sometimes you just need to go just to go. Sometimes you need to go dancing just to go shake your ass and come home and lay on your bed like, that was a fucking awesome night. They played every song that I like. And I finally feel good. I feel good that I finally took a step. I feel good that I finally empowered myself by traveling to the club or anywhere, whatever it is that pertains to your life, okay? This is the king of the tarot, okay? This is the end. This is the end of small life lessons. If you're able to jumpstart, first and foremost, if you're able to stick to your promise that you've made for yourself, take a risk, be one with your moment, jumpstart your transformation, truly decide what you want and where you want to go, accept the gifts that are being given to you, play with it, try something new, because you know that there's lots and lots of different possibilities for you to create your life. Then some help will come in, and then you'll feel free to step out. You'll feel free to nurture yourself and your environment. The momentum will start to gain, and then abundance will come. You guys have a perfect story here. And I'm not saying this will happen. This is a general reading. But you have a very nice synchronization of events, and you have a synchronicity. Nurturing yourself. Nurturing your environment, expressing yourself and expressing your environment, sitting on the book of knowledge. You have come a long way, Scorpio. You have come so far, and you should be damn proud of yourself. Okay? Stick to your guns. Stick to your guns and do something special this month for you and for the ones that you love, for you and your family. Okay? This is such a powerful card. Every time I see it, it's just like, yes. Indigo and crystal children, Archangel Metatron. You have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. Archangel Metatron is watching over you. And a lot of this has to do with your inner child. Play. Let your inner child out. Nurture your inner child in order for things to manifest, in order for you to create your life. If you're writing it down, if you're writing down your manifestations, act like a little kid while you're writing this stuff down. Just jump around like a little kid and I want this and I want this. And nobody has to see you. It doesn't, like, you can do it at home alone. Nobody cares what you're doing. Nobody cares what you're doing at home alone behind closed doors. Let your inner child out, because that inner child is sensitive and it needs nurture and care. These colors in particular keep coming up, that pink and that kind of teal color. So if you need to get yourself some rose quartz, get it. If you need to get any pink stones, Spirit is saying, whatever pink stone just pops out to you when you're at the stone store, go ahead and get it. If you need to get some turquoise or some aquamarine or even like some emerald, that's going to help you. I highly suggest chrysocolla. That helps you connect to the goddess, and it helps with a lot of other things. And goddess energy is very helpful to inner child energy, because goddess energy is very sensitive and receptive. And children are naturally sensitive and receptive. And that's that goddess. That's the goddess energy, okay? That's all I have for you. Okay. Scorpio, like you can do this. You can take your next step, okay? Create your life. Be intentional about it. Again, if you need to be in a dark room for a week learning the lessons of manifestation, just do it. Because you have so much creative power in you, and for some of you are squandering it by thinking that you can just do things the same way that you did them, that you've been doing them, or doing things the same way that your parents did them or your grandparents did them. Not at this point. At this point, you can literally create anything you want, and it will manifest with the right amount of will and vibration. Okay? So, if you need to book a reading, you can go to unicornfunland.com. The book down at the bottom. Follow me on Instagram. Pinkie Pie Sugar Pop is the handle. Come join the tribe. That information's right down below in the description. But other than that, excuse me, that's not what I was going to say. I don't think I was going to say anything. Okay. I feel like I just need to take a pause with you, Scorpio. Okay. So I'm just going to pause before I pray. All love and praise to the universe within me and without me. Spirit, show Scorpio just how to create for their highest good. I love you so much, Scorpio. You have a beautiful month, a beautiful moment, and I will see you around. Bye.